Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, I'm not a Chelsea fan, but you guys know I love Hudson Odoi. If you've been watching youth football, or if you just care somewhat about English football, you care about Hudson Odoi. The man's a baller, bruv. The man's a baller. Chelsea fans saw what he's on against Perth Glory, I believe the name is, which he played for the first team. 45 minutes. He got an assist for Pedro. He was weighting players. He was dancing past players. He was showing his balance. He's a terrific player. Clearly, I don't want to say he's outgrown him, but clearly youth football has outgrown him. He needs to be promoted to the first team, which, if you believe reports, he's been offered a new 5-year deal and being promoted. Chelsea have a lot of young players, which you see as having talent. You've seen Bertrand Traore sold. They've got many on loan. They've sold Bogger. They've got Masonda. They've got numerous in it. He is one of them. Not even just a club. He is a once in a generation. I want to say generation lightly because it's not exactly true, but I mean specific to Spurs. I mean Chelsea, once in a generation player, man. Like you look at Foden, you look at Sancho, you look at Nelson, you look at Nketiah to a degree, and a couple others just above them and just below them. Marcus Edwards, players that could potentially Euro 2020 widen the talent pool or are going to come into their own in the next few years. He's definitely one of them. It's scary how good he is at 17. He's very strong, dazzlingly quick. Lovely dribbler, lovely change of balance and pace. He's a nuisance for any fullback to deal with. Nuisance. For me, one criticism I will say, and you even see it on the 18s level, because it's not on a general basis competitive for him, because he's stronger, faster, and just downright better than everyone else. He's not playing against defenders that outsmart him, defenders that pocket him, so he's not immediately learning. And at times, he lets his standards drop. He does things, at times, doing things you don't need to do, dribbling a bit too long when you could play simple, not getting your head up, which is probably the biggest problem I have of his, not getting his head up at times when he could get his head up. That's as a result of playing football that's not competitive for me. He needs to be in a thing where I don't think he's one of them that need to go out on loan. I think he's one of them, promote to the first team. He legitimately trains with the first team, has a chance of playing on a match day. Whether he starts, cool, because Chelsea want to get back in the Champions League. They can't pander towards developing Hudson Odoi than trying to get in the Champions League, because if you give him 10 games, I love him, so I would like him to show up in all 10 games, but he's young, he's 17. There'll be games he's anonymous. It's the Premier League. There'll be the majority of them games he'll be anonymous. Some games he'll play a blinder, but the only victory there is what's the word I'm looking for? Is development, and he's only going to get that by playing, for me, people that are physically stronger than him, faster than him, just downright more street smart than him, because then he's going to learn, have variety in his game. But like I was trying to say before I got mixed up, he needs to be a thing where he trains and plays with the first team, and he has a chance of legitimately starting on a weekday. Obviously, he's a young player, so he won't start every game and be vital to the squad. So he needs to be made available for the under 23 levels, just at times to keep his match fitness and things like that. But I think he's one of them can air the loan system. I do think he's going to air the under 19s. He could have even played at the England under 19s championship with Amici and all of them. Amici played at the under 17s, so yeah, he's mad, bro. Like people, he's mad. He's mad. Under 21s very soon. If I'm looking at Euro, if I'm Southgate, Euro 2020, him, Foden, Sancho, the three, Sessegnon, the four names that you're really looking at that have a genuine chance. I know Nelson, Mount, all these men are exciting, but these are the ones that really make my heart pulp. Make my heart go bang, 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 bang and shit. Like it's ridiculous. Like in fact, add Reece Nelson to that. Reece Nelson's a baller as well. What do you mean? DG, what are you talking about? But yeah, like, once he gets the decision making, the variety in his game, and he can improve a bit defensively, there's always improvements. He's 17. He's way better than most 17-year-olds, but you need to remember he's 17, and that's why I'm not trying to hype him. He made 2 appearances last year. So yeah, man, like I believe him, Mount, like they're the ones I'm looking at. I know that Chelsea's got a lot of young players where you're like, can they make it? They're the 1-2 I'm saying. Them two there, if they're not Chelsea in the next, by Euro 2020, if I don't see Mount consistently in the starting lineup with Loftus-Cheek and Hudson Odoi, I think something seriously wrong at Chelsea, and I think he might be one to box the. In fact, I don't want to say he boxed the trend, because he is too good to send him to Vitesse and all them silly loan spells. He is too good for that. He really is too good, so I don't think he'll buck the trend, because I do believe, regardless of if he makes it in the first team or not, Chelsea will still be doing this loan system thing they're doing. And I do believe when they eventually decide to sell the likes of Baker, Palmer, Brown, and all these players that realistically will not make it at Chelsea, Tammy Abraham, they're going to make a lot of money on that. That's no disrespect to these players, it's just a very high level. I think he has a genuine potential. The only thing I want to kind of air calmness is because we've been here with Chelsea prospects before. It's not me. I believe he's got a talent. I believe he's going to the top regardless of if Chelsea give him a chance or not. I believe he's got it in it. But I just have to remember, this was once said about Bogard. This was definitely said about Masonda. Definitely said. Arguably, he had more gas than Hudson Odoi. I believe they've got a real good player, man. And if they commit his future to a 5-year deal, I'm not too sure if he could sign it yet because he turns 18 in November. I don't believe you can commit past a certain period if you're 17 or not 18 yet. So we'll see how that goes. But Chelsea have a genuine prospect to the point where I have a lot of friends that support Chelsea. They're always sending me Snapchats of him playing, and I'm very jealous because he's a baller. I love my Reece Nelson, but I also love my Hudson Odoi, man. Like, he's a baller, man, and he makes me smile. But even when Arsenal played Chelsea in the FA Youth Cup, of course I was hurting for the boys, but from a football neutral point of view, just some of the things Hudson Odoi was doing is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous. I felt Vontae Campbell did very well against him, to be fair, and Thompson, but as good as you can. But this guy is ridiculous. I just don't want him to stagnate playing against people he's going to, in youth academy level, that he's going to destroy 9 times out of 10 on a match day. But yeah, man. Guys, deluded, get in the comments, subscribe and do the rest. I'm out. Thank you very much for watching.